Hi guys, welcome to day 5 in poetry. I have a co-teacher today. If you don't know, this is Rizzo and he's going to be helping me out with today's lesson. So I don't have a new strategy to teach you guys today for our poetry, but instead we're going to review something that we've talked about in grammar and we're going to use that in our poems for today. Now, do you guys remember when we've studied our mentor sentences in grammar? And there was the one day where we took our sentence and we rewrote it and then we labeled each word's part of speech. So we found all the nouns and the verbs and the adjectives and so on. Well, during that activity, sometimes we came across words that were prepositions. Do you guys remember what a preposition is or what it does? And if you can't, that's okay. Let me explain what a preposition is. A preposition is kind of like a bridge in word form in writing. So prepositions usually come before nouns and they link that noun to the rest of the sentence. They connect those two together. So that's why I say that they're like a bridge. Let me give you an example. What if I was writing a sentence about a chair? And so that's my noun. And then the rest of my sentence was Rizzo loves to sit. Do you guys see that? So I need to come up with a word that's going to go right here that will connect these two parts together to make a complete sentence. What do you guys think? What would be an appropriate word to fit right there? If you said on, you are correct. And that word on is our preposition in this sentence. So prepositions can do lots of different things for us. They could give us a place, like on something. They can tell us over. So maybe you went over the couch. You flew over the couch. Well, the word over is a preposition. Other types of prepositions that describe place are around. Think about that. How would you use that in a sentence? You might say, I went around the kitchen table. Around is a preposition. At, in, and below are also prepositions. And there's a ton more, but those are just some examples. Prepositions can also express movement. For example, through is a preposition. So you might say, I went through the door. Preposition is through. Other prepositions that describe movement are towards, to, into, across, along. And if you put those in a sentence, now you've used a preposition. So today we're actually going to use not just prepositions, but prepositional phrases. And all that is when you take that preposition and you add a noun to it. So let me go back to the preposition on. In my sentence, it's Rizzo loves to sit on the chair. But if I just took this chunk out right here, this is called the prepositional phrase, on the chair. If I use the preposition through, I could say through the door. That's a prepositional phrase. It's not the full sentence, it's just a piece of the sentence. I hope that makes sense. Here's what you're going to do today. First of all, you're going to need one of these. So here's what you're going to do today. The first step is you're going to build your paper airplane. Don't worry if you don't know how to make a paper airplane, I've included a link to some directions. The next thing that you're going to do is make sure that you've got something to write with and of course your plane. Then you're going to set a timer for 10 minutes and I want you to fly your plane. But I want you to pay attention to where your plane goes, what it lands next to, what it does, all those things. So for example, if you fly your paper airplane and it goes in the curtains, you're going to actually write the prepositional phrase in the curtains on your paper airplane. Let's say that it goes, you fly your plane and now it lands on the table. You're going to write on the table on your paper airplane. Let's say you throw it again, and this time it goes around your dog. What do you think you're going to write on your plane? If you said around my dog, you got it. So be careful. We're not writing complete sentences on there. You're not going to write it went around my dog. You're just going to write the prepositional phrase. All right? So then when your 10 minutes are up and your plane is filled, this is actually what mine looks like after I spent 10 minutes. I have things in here like in the sink, in the curtains, on the fridge, below the table. Anywhere it landed, I tried to think of a preposition that would describe how it landed, where it landed. So you want to vary, you want to change your prepositions. I've also included a link to different prepositions so that you can try out some different words that they're not all on or in, those kinds of things. All right. Then after your 10 minutes are up, you're actually going to write. So you're writing a prepositional poem today. And this is what mine looks like. And I'll go ahead and read it to you. Paper airplane prepositional poem. In the air, on the fridge, down the stairs, below the table, above me, across the carpet, through the legs, soaring through the sky. By Mrs. Z. So if you notice on my poem, I've got a title, I've got all the prepositional phrases listed here. That's exactly what you guys are going to do. Take all of those prepositional phrases from your airplane and add them. Notice how everyone sits on its own line. We're going to be practicing line breaks today. The other thing that I want you to notice about my poem is how it ends. Soaring through the sky. It was a nice day when I did mine, so I kind of was outside and inside to do it. I don't think today is going to be such a great day for you to be outside, so if you can't, it's okay to fly it in your house. But I actually want everybody's last line to be the same. So your last line is already taken care of for you. It's going to be soaring through the, and then you can fill in the blank. Is it soaring through the house, soaring through the air, or can you think of another noun that would fit there? All right. Also, don't forget your byline down there at the bottom, and you'll be done for today. Then make sure that you take a picture of it and that you record yourself reading it and then share it with us through Seesaw. All right, you guys, that's it. We hope you have a great time flying your paper airplanes today and making your prepositional poems. We can't wait to see what you guys do. All right, from Rizzo and I, have fun. See you tomorrow.